Today, we're looking at something pretty wild, a commercial phenomenon that really flips the script on how crisis and, vulnerability can be monetized.
Yeah, totally.
We're diving into this huge digital sales explosion around the Thai celebrity Ratchanak Suwanak, or Jenny Diamont Tasso Tuen, as her followers know her.
And the scale is just, honestly, you have to grasp it right away. We're talking over 200 million Thai baht,
Wow.
which is roughly 5.5 million US dollars,
Wow.
generated in just 4 days.
4 days.
Yeah, during this non-stop live-selling marathon, people started calling it the Jenny Festival.
Okay, 200 million baht, less than 100 hours. That's something else.
So our mission today is really to unpack this. How did this happen? We need to go beyond just the numbers, look at the strategy, the marketing, which seems pretty unconventional,
Definitely unconventional.
and this dynamic pricing thing she used. And also, how does 8 years of personal drama, some of it pretty intense?
How does that become the engine driving engagement for 19 million followers?
Yeah, and that history is absolutely crucial. You have to start there, because this success, it didn't just appear out of nowhere, right?
Right.
It was built on this, let's call it deeply accumulated public awareness.
Yeah.
Jenny's been in the public eye, controversially, for 8 years.
Yeah.
She even said herself that, while maybe things have gotten a bit better acceptance-wise in the last couple of years, she knows a lot of people still hold on to the old stories.
So the audience is already plugged in. They're not neutral. They're invested, whether they like her or not.
Exactly. For better or worse.
So what are those key old stories? What's the kind of emotional currency she's working with here?
Well, the list is pretty long, and it covers both her professional stuff and her really personal life.
Okay.
Professionally, there was that big legal fight over her hit song, Lurk Kutung Amper.
I remember that.
Then her record label, Daimod Tai So Chuen, kind of fell apart. Staff left, there were disputes about money, how people were treated. You might remember the thing with Pow.
Right, so creative rights, employee issues, sort of standard celebrity friction maybe, but definitely amplified.
Exactly. But then the drama got way more personal, like repeated controversies about her father, accusations she wasn't supporting him enough after she got rich.
Oof.
Then these ongoing, very public arguments about her mother and her debt problems,
Yeah.
creditors.
And that wasn't even all of it, was it? She sort of embraced the controversy around her own family, starting...
The whole thing around her relationship and getting pregnant,
Yeah.
it was heavily scrutinized, especially when she just openly said she got pregnant 4 days into dating her new partner, you.
Wow, okay.
So all of this stuff, it just built this brand based on, chaos maybe.
Yeah.
High-stakes transparency. Anyway,
So she has this massive audience, fans, haters, people just watching the train wreck, maybe?
how much?
All glued to her next move. And then the final trigger, the thing that really lit this fuse, was the most recent fight with her mom over debt.
That's it.
With people saying Jenny was being mean-spirited, that created the perfect storm for this festival.
That's the absolute key. This wasn't some planned launch. It started as crisis management
Right.
that then turned into this huge commercial thing.
Okay, so walk us through the start of the marathon. Her mom went live first, talking about the debt.
Yeah, that's how it kicked off. Jenny May then went live pretty much straight after. She said she felt like people, society, had this unresolved concern, like they were chicken dead.
Okay.
And she wanted to address it directly. So she just talked, spoke her truth, her frustrations, cried openly on the stream, very emotional about the family debt.
That kind of raw, unscripted moment, that's what brands spend millions trying to fake, isn't it?
Absolutely.
How fast did that emotion turn into sales?
Almost instantly, the stream just blew up. It peaked at 300,000 people watching at the same time.
300,000 watching her cry.
Yeah. And her account of what happened next is just brutally honest. She said she saw that number, 300,000 viewers, while she's crying, and realized her words. I'm hungry for money. Can I sell something?
Whoa, that's a quick pivot. Did people see that negatively, like monetizing family drama right there on the spot? Or was it seen as savvy?
Sources suggest the audience actually loved it. They loved the honesty of this shift. It felt authentic to her. She didn't suddenly stop being upset. She just started selling stuff while being upset. And the results were immediate.
Okay, give us the day one specifics. What happened?
So first, she sold out her own stuff, like her Some Gen Vitamin C.
Right.
Once that was gone, she just put out an open call right there on the stream. Brands, send me your products now.
Seriously? Just like that?
Yeah. First brand that jumped in paid 50,000 balts for 10 minutes.
Okay.
And they made an incredible 3 million balt in sales.
10 minutes, 3 million volt generated from a crisis stream in her living room. That's powerful.
You bet. And brand owners reacted instantly. They started sending products using couriers, like Grab, straight to her house, right then and there.
Crazy.
That first session lasted 19 hours straight.
19 hours.
From 11 a.m. one day to 6 a.m. the next. And the total sales, 24 million baht.
What's also amazing, she stuck with that really raw lo-fi style, right?
Totally. She leaned into the realness. She actually admitted to the audience she hadn't brushed her teeth or showered during those first long streams.
Ah, okay.
And that complete lack of polish, it just screams authenticity to people online now. It builds loyalty in a way a slick studio setup just can't.
Just hearing about a 19-hour marathon is exhausting. So by day 2, brands are flooding, you said 400, 500 requests a day?
Yeah, the volume was insane.
And engagement maybe dipped slightly, so she had to change strategy.
Exactly. She realized, look, I can't possibly endorse 500 products a day and keep any credibility, right?
Yeah.
So she pivoted again. She shifted from selling mostly her own stuff to becoming this high-volume marketplace for other brands. Jenny herself became the hub.
And this is where that really clever pricing model comes in, the dynamic one. Let's break that down because it sounds brilliant.
Okay, yeah, it really is. So she ditched her old rate. That was like 200,000 baht for an hour for one brand. Pretty standard high rate.
Right.
The new festival rate was totally different, designed for speed and volume. 10 minutes for 50,000 baht.
Okay, so much cheaper up front, more accessible for smaller players. But there was a twist, right?
Exactly. That 50K fee, it only covered the first 1,000 orders.
Ah.
So basically 50 baht per order commission for her. But the genius part was the dynamic extension.
Okay.
If those 1,000 orders sold out super fast, let's say in just 2 minutes of the 10.
Which could easily happen with that audience size.
Totally. She would immediately ask the brand owner, live on stream, hey, you sold out. Want to pay another 50,000 baht to keep selling for the next 8 minutes.
Wow. So real-time pressure. Sell out fast, pay again immediately to keep the spot. That creates serious FOMO and ensures only the stuff that's really converting gets the airtime.
Precisely. And it made serious money. There was one example cited where a brand ended up paying 8 million baht.
8 million for 10 minutes?
Well, for one 10-minute slot, yeah, because they kept hitting the limit and kept paying to extend the volume. They saw it working and just kept going.
That's incredible. Now, with this model, you get criticism, right? Fairness comes up. Why are huge stars, Awim Patarapa, Maidavika, getting to jump the queue ahead of smaller brands waiting?
Yeah, that criticism definitely surfaced, but she had a very clear business reason. It wasn't just favoritism. It's all about feeding the TikTok algorithm.
How so?
She calls it an engagement boost. Putting a major celebrity on stream makes the viewer count explode. It might go from, say, 80,000 viewers when she's alone, up to over 400,000 when a big star pops in.
Okay, so the star isn't really there just to sell. They're there to draw eyeballs to the stream itself.
Exactly. High engagement tells TikTok, hey, this is popular. And TikTok then sends people back, pushes the stream out more. It keeps the whole thing hot.
Right.
And that is where the small brands benefit.
Ah, the trickle-down effect. Tell us about that.
The small brands, scheduled right after that celebrity leaves, they suddenly get presented to that massive residual audience of maybe 400,000 people.
Okay, I see.
Jenny argues that exposure is basically priceless for them. It would cost them like 100,000 bits in ad spend to reach that many people on their own.
So the queue jumping is actually a calculated move to juice the algorithm and give the following smaller brands a huge boost.
That's the justification. And she apparently balances it, does like 3 small brands and maybe another celeb slot to keep that cycle going.
Makes sense from a platform perspective. It's strategic chaos.
And the scale of the operation now, accepting 200 brands a day, managed by just 4 staff, the queue is booked out for a month solid.
Just.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, let's talk risk. High volume flash sales. People always worry about refunds, cancellations, killing the profit.
It's a standard concern.
What's her take?
Her argument is pretty direct. Yeah, returns happen, cancellations happen.
Yeah.
But the sheer value of the free organic exposure and the instant traffic brands get, it massively outweighs the small percentage of returns.
Okay.
She basically says the brand has to dare to bear the risk. The initial boost is huge. If the brand can't convert those leads long term, that's kind of on them, not the platform.
Which brings us right back to where this all started, the personal crisis. Her mother's death. Now that she's made this incredible amount of money, what's the end goal?
She's laid out 3 very clear, very personal goals.
Yeah.
1, end this whole cycle of public family drama before her 2 daughters are old enough to really understand it.
Right.
2, stabilize her marriage, keep her family unit together. And 3, crucially, make sure her mother can find genuine happiness, finally free from that constant debt burden.
And the specific debt that kicked off this 200 million baht festival, how did she handle that?
She made a very public announcement. She's using the earnings from this festival to pay off her mom's remaining 3 million baht debt. Completely.
A final payment.
Yeah, like a definitive final payment. She hopes doing it this way, so publicly and decisively, will maybe shift her mother's mindset. End that cycle of relying on bailouts.
But the relationship itself.
She was very blunt about that, too.
Yeah.
Said immediate personal reconciliation with her mom is currently 0. The money issue is solved. The relationship, not yet.
Wow. Fixing a family finance issue through massive, unexpected e-commerce success. So what's next for her financially? Does she have new targets?
Oh yeah, very ambitious ones. She's apparently aiming for 1 billion baht in sales this month.
$1 billion.
And then 10 billion baht within a year.
That's huge.
And she says she's sticking with this low-tech, unfiltered, real style. No fancy gear, no studios. Until the audience engagement or the sales numbers tell her otherwise.
Jenna's story, it's really a masterclass, isn't it? In monetizing your own history, your vulnerability at just incredible scale. The core lesson here for you, the listener, seems to be that in this attention economy we're in, authenticity, even calculated chaos, combined with a really smart reactive business model, it can just demolish traditional high production approaches.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? It raises this provocative question. Given Jenna's massive success with basically 0 polish, is chasing that traditional high-quality production, perfect lights, perfect scripts, studio sets, is that now actually a competitive disadvantage?
Yeah.
Compared to just embracing raw, unfiltered realness, especially in live e-commerce? Something to think about as you navigate this new digital world.